Hey fam, it is your girl, the one and the only Spicy, and I'm back today with another pick a card reading. I hope you all are feeling well today. I hope that you all are feeling blessed. I feel blessed, I'm well, and I'm definitely excited to be here doing another reading for you all today. So if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, I want to give you all a special welcome back. So yes, welcome back. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and click that button and join the fam today, because I promise that you will love it here. Also, make sure you check out the links in the description box as well. So the question that we are going to be getting into today, as you have already seen on the thumbnail, is what promise is still unfolding in your life. Okay, so what promise is still unfolding in your life? This could be a promise that you made to yourself. This could be a promise that was made from, your higher power, or even from your spiritual team that is in your life. Like, just what is that promise on your life? Oftentimes I feel like life just really be lifing, and sometimes you lose sight of like what the big goal is or what that desired outcome is. So let's just tune back into that, okay? To let you know that it is still happening. So take a look at the 3 different pile options that you have in front of you. And essentially how this reading is going to go is you're going to choose the pile or the piles that you would like to listen to, whether it's by the artwork on the back of the tarot deck or even by the crystal that is accompanying that deck. So for pile 1, we have the Stardust Tarot with the Pyrite crystal. For pile 2, we have the Radiant Wilds Tarot deck with the Citrine crystal. For pile 3, we have the Muse Tarot deck with the Rose Quartz crystal. So take a look at the 3 different pile options. Then you're going to go to the description box, scroll down to the timestamps, and click the timestamp that correlates with the pile or the piles that you have chosen, and I will see you at your reading. All right, my pile 1 people, if you chose the Stardust Tarot with the Pyrite crystal, I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading for today. But of course, I want to say welcome again to all of the new viewers and to all of my lovely returning subscribers. Y'all already know I'm going to show y'all some love and just tell y'all thank you for just everything that you all do to engage with my channel. I look forward to dropping even more readings that you all enjoy, and of course, dropping more content in the community tab as well. So just stay tuned. That's all I can say. Stay tuned. Keep being you, because y'all are so amazing and beautiful. So thank you. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and click that button and join the fam today. I noticed that there's a huge percentage of people that watch my videos but have not subscribed. And I feel like sometimes it's kind of weird, because it's like it's free to subscribe and it really doesn't do anything to you. It's not going to do anything to you. So sometimes I think that's weird, but hey, it is what it is. I feel like you can't really control other people. All I can do is continue to keep showing up and being my best for the people that do acknowledge me and love what I do. So it is what it is. But also make sure y'all check out the links in the description box as well. There's so many different links there. There's so many different ways that you can connect with me on social media, or even if you would like to support this channel or support the other things that I do, like my press-on nail business, then definitely tap into that, okay? Click around and get nosy. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. The question that we're asking Spirit today is, what promise is still unfolding in your life? I also have some other oracle decks over here that I'm going to be using just so we can get some more additional information within this reading. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is really amazing energy to start out with. We also have the Knight of Wands. We have the 8 of Wands here. We also have the Temperance card. I just feel like you're that type of person that is like, you're a risk taker and you really do your best to try to do things that you are passionate about. Like you do your best, like as opposed to someone who is being lazy, to someone who really isn't motivated, or might get ideas to do certain things but doesn't really jump on it. I just pick up that you're someone who, like, you really try your best to put your best foot forward, especially when it comes down to things that you love or things that you're interested in, things that you would like to try. Okay, so you could be very adventurous and very explorative when it comes to things. I feel like you do a lot of things, but you're still waiting for something to like stick. You know, it's kind of like the idea of throwing like spaghetti at the wall and waiting for it to stick. Is like, I feel like you just want one of the things that you're doing to stick, and for, you know, one of the things that you're doing to be the thing that helps you establish some type of financial stability. You want it to be the thing that puts you on. Okay. So where it's like you really start accumulating money, and now your life just really takes off. So it's like you're that type of person where it's like you'll try a lot of different things, and it's like you really just want something to stick, and you want that thing that you're working on to be the thing that does it for you. If you know what I'm saying, like, if you know what I'm saying, because I feel like financial stability has been an issue for you over time, especially the ability to depend on yourself and develop a sense of self-sufficiency. So it's like, this is why I feel like you work so hard on different things, or you don't hold yourself back from taking steps, even if they're baby steps. You really don't hold yourself back, which is really good. It's really good. But it's just like, I think for you, it's really just like experiencing some type of success and achievement that really does give you the security that you need, or that you want, that you feel like you deserve. So I want to say that the ways in which you have been going about things have been, I could say, like, you've been doing the best that you could do. You know, you're doing the best that you can do. But I would definitely say that at times there can be an imbalance where it's like you could be burning yourself out or throwing all of yourself into something, and it's like when you don't see the results, it disheartens you. And then, you know, that might also affect you feeling burnt out, like, why am I even doing this for? You know, like, I'm putting in so much time, I'm putting in so many hours, like, I'm trying my best to include other people in what I'm doing. It's like, why am I even doing this for if it seems like it's not taking off? Like, but the promise that I want to tell you is that what you're doing is going to take off. Like, what you are focusing on is going to give you a sense of financial stability. And I feel like you all have taken on the path of entrepreneurship, or you've taken on the path of like, okay, I want to create something and I want to be in complete ownership of this thing. So I feel like that's what you have decided to take it on. And it's like you're stepping outside of yourself, you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. So you just gotta, like, my advice is to just remain consistent, like, remain down, like, focus on your intentions and keep your intentions at the forefront of your mind, because that'll help you to understand how you connected the original thought and idea with the action. You need that emotion that's there. And I feel like the intentions are going to serve as that piece that you need to help you to continue to keep going. Like, it's like that connector between, like I said, your thoughts and your action. It's the connector, because you've gotten yourself into the emotion of what it means to have this thing, what it means to have financial stability, what it means to have financial security, you know, and just what it is going to do for your life. So yeah, I feel like sometimes, like, even with your energy here, it could be very off and on. Okay, off and on. Like, you'll feel very enthusiastic and passionate, and then the next minute you might just be like, I'm tired of this, I'm burnt out. So the one thing I can say about this promise unfolding in your life is like, it's always, you're not going to feel that anymore, or like that inconsistency, or, you know, just the varied emotions sometimes when it's just like you're really all in, and then sometimes you just want to let go of it and you want it to be over. I feel like your life is going to progress. Like, the idea of financial stability, your project becoming something, it's like this thing is just going to progress so rapidly that you won't even have those thoughts anymore about, oh, should I quit or should I keep going? Like, because the thing is already going to be moving. And that's probably the thing that, you know, holds you back, is like the off and on thing. Like I said, is this going to be something? I feel like you're not going to have to question it anymore. You will see the fruits of your labor. So that, in a sense, is going to help you to continue to keep pushing forward, because you'll see like, okay, this is the result of my actions, and it'll help you to keep going. I feel like sometimes when you don't experience what you want to experience, or you're still, dependent on other people. You still need things and other people have to help you and support you. Like, I feel like sometimes for a go-getter, for someone like you that's adventurous, it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel like you could be a bum or you're like not living up to your full potential. So I believe that this promise of self-sufficiency, this promise of achievement, this promise of abundance, this promise of success after you've put in a lot of hard work. So the word that came to mind was diligent. So you have been working diligently. I feel like the promise and the manifestation of this is just going to do positive things for your emotionality. You know, it's going to do a lot of positive things. It'll give you a lot of validation and affirmation that everything that you did just wasn't for nothing. Okay, that's just what it's going to do. And I feel as though you all could be sometimes like, yeah, you will work against yourself. You know, sometimes you will work against yourself. But the thing I also like about y'all is the simple fact that it's like the fields or the industries that you tend to put yourself in, or even this project that you're creating, it's like there's a lot of competition, okay, in this field or in this industry, but that's not something that you care about. It's like you're someone who it's not really about focusing on competing with other people, but it's like, what can I do for myself? Okay. It's like you're competing with the person that you used to be in a sense, but it's like the fields that you're in, it's a lot of competition. But I just feel like you're that type of person where it's like, despite the competition, you're still going to stay in it. You're going to stay in the race. You're going to keep going, like regardless of how you may feel. But I like the fact that you won't have to flip flop and go back and forth with your emotions anymore as this promise is unfolding. It's going to really help you to stay in it. And I feel like this is something that you are going to further commit yourself to and even dedicate your life to. So it's kind of giving like life purpose type of vibes and energy. Like that's pretty much what I'm picking up, like your life purpose that also creates an income for you as well. So this is nice. I feel like just keep going, like just really keep going. It's like your life is going to continue to keep establishing itself. Like just even your sense of just, it's not even just about the responsibility that you have to take care of other people, but it's also like the responsibility that you have to take care of yourself. So I feel like this is a very big emphasis on a promise that you made to yourself. Like, I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna be wealthy, I'm gonna be successful, I'm gonna achieve by any means necessary. And that's just what I'm picking up here with you. So I just feel like as your life continues to unfold, you will continue to step out of your comfort zone. And I feel like your journey isn't, of course, it's not yet over, because I feel like what I heard was all is not yet well. So it's not yet over. You know, you still have a lot to experience, but I feel as though you're going to continue to keep committing yourself to this over and over and over again, you know, because it's easy to want to quit. It's easy to want to quit. I feel like you all have those moments of doubt and insecurity where you want to quit, but I just feel like you're going to continue to keep you're going to continue to keep dedicating your life to this. That's why I'm picking up like it's a purpose. It's a purpose here. It definitely is. So I want to go ahead and get some more information, because I just feel like this pile was, it was very straightforward. I feel like it really was. I want to tell you that, you know, you're not going to deal with this financial instability for too much longer. I also want to tell you that you're going to have so much that it's not even just about yourself at this point in time. Like, well, at that point, you'll be able to focus on helping other people as well. But it's a process. And I think the first step of it is you gaining that self-sufficiency on your own, like for yourself. Like that's the first process, is to make sure that you get yourself together. So I'm not trying to tell you, oh, don't think about your impact on other people. You know, that does matter. But I do want to tell you that this promise is heavily focused on you, like you making sure you're good. And it's nothing wrong with that. I feel like you should do that first. Make sure you get your mental health and your emotional health in check. You know, what I just heard was that song that goes like, I got a new attitude. So it's like, you know, just making sure you're good. And then you can, of course, be there to support other people. And I feel like you will. You will have the ability to do that. You will have opportunities to do that. But the promise first is for you. And then yeah, we have the Hermit. So that's coming out here as well. So I appreciate the confirmation where it's just like, because the Hermit is very much an individualized type of energy as well, and it's a choice. So it's like you're choosing to step away from the collective, or you're choosing to step away from the community to do some introspective work, to develop some sense of self-awareness, which takes a certain level of vulnerability, being able to get real with yourself, like laying down your ego, laying down your pride, and just being a lot much more humble so that you can make the essential changes that you need to make. So I really love this. It's just really a focus on just analyzing what is going on in your life, and just even the sense of it being an individual card. And it's not about being lonely, but I did hear the word aloneness. I heard the word aloneness. I'm sure that's probably not a word, aloneness, but I don't know. I just heard that word for some reason. But anyway, pretty much like this is an individualized thing that I'm picking up that you have to do on your own. It's like your own individualized journey. This is your promise. This is for you. So pretty much what I'm trying to tell you is like, as far as the promise that's still unfolding in your life, it's the blessing of self-sufficiency. It's that blessing of experience, success, and abundance from things that you all have manifested. It's actually seeing the fruits of your labor. Like that promise is still coming to pass. And it's crazy because you may not have what you want now, but it's like you're really going to have more than enough, and you will be able to impact others as well. Like I just feel like regardless of the industries that you're in and just how competitive that they can be, it's like you will be able to weather the storm. It's like you will be in a better place emotionally to handle the ebbs and flows that come with your particular career that you would like to establish for yourself, or your businesses that you would like to establish. Like you're going to be in a better place, in a well-rounded place, to be able to handle the varying of the market or things changing. You'll be able to handle those transitions as opposed to not, okay, as opposed to feeling like you're burnt out. So let's keep it moving, because I got mad oracle decks to get information from. Well, I love this for you, because if you thought that you was going out like a broke bi, it's not gonna happen. Like it's not gonna happen. Like it's really not. Like I feel as though you all, it's like life is kind of passing you by, and you just feel like, oh, I still gotta depend on other people. I still gotta rely on other people. Like there's gotta be more to life. Like, is this gonna change? Like, what is it? Like, and I just love it for you, because it's just letting me know that you're going to actually have more than enough. Like, you're actually going to have more than enough. So we have here blossoming abundance. I love that for you. Like, I love that, because this blossoming abundance card, pretty much, it just lets me know that, like, you all are, even if it might not look like it, that things are changing. It's like things are definitely changing. A foundation is being built, especially a foundation here for your abundance and prosperity is being built. So keep working, keep remaining diligent, keep remaining as committed as possible, and also keep your intentions in check. Keep your emotions in check. I promise, like, as you continue to see just the payoff from your hard work, like it'll be a lot much more easier to do those things, okay? Because you'll feel like there's a reason, or you'll understand that, like I said earlier, it's like you're not just doing this for nothing. Like, and then we also have Angel of Strength here as well. So yeah, this is just you remaining very perseverant. This is you remaining very determined, just being courageous and being brave, and understanding that, like, you have the inner power to weather this, okay, that's going on. You really have the inner power. You just gotta, stay strong. And even though you might have the primal instinct to want to give up, this is all about you maintaining a certain level of control, okay? And trying to be as dynamic as possible. I feel like you won't have any issues with being dynamic. I feel like you're dynamic right now. I feel like you're highly energetic. I feel like, there's an air of optimism here. Okay, so all isn't really lost. I just feel like for you, it's just the question is, it's like, okay, when, but it's still unfolding in your life. It's still unfolding in your life. Like, the most that you can do right now is remain focused and just remain determined. Remain focused and remain determined. And also get as much rest as you can, because it's like, once you like get yourself good, where you are self-sufficient in a place where you don't need other people, your finances are doing pretty okay, like, it's like, once you're in that place, it's like your life is going to take another exponential jump again. So you're always going to have to be putting in some type of energy and work. You're going to have to do that. So just remain energetic, remain energetic. On the bottom of the deck, I see taking risks. Like, I picked that up from you anyway. So I guess that's what I'm trying to say, is like, you're going to constantly be in a place to where, you're going to jump to the next thing or elevate to the next level. So it's just like, I know it's hard right now, but I feel like once you start to really see the fruits of your labor, it'll be a lot much more easier for you to stick with it. And it's just a human thing. Like, it really is. Like, and I'm not really mad at that. Because, oftentimes, like, we as humans, it's like, we need to see the results. We need to see the results. And I feel like you will definitely see them. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Sometimes it's difficult to remain faithful to something that isn't yet seen. Okay, it's difficult sometimes. That's a fact, but it can be done. You can do it. But yeah, as far as with taking risks, yeah, that's just a confirmation of you in general. You're gonna continuously be in this taking risk energy, so you kind of have to be comfortable with stepping outside of your comfort zone. And on the bottom of the deck, we have courage. So I'm just saying, like, just stick with it. Like, I know life can be just like this card right here, where it's just like the waves are crashing and you just feel like things are, what's the word? It's like things are moving in on you and you just feel like, oh, I'm just stuck in this spot. But it's going to give way, especially here with the 8 of Wands. Like, your life is definitely going to give way and you will be experiencing a progression. Like, things will definitely be moving forward quickly. There will be energy here. There's going to be progress. And, that's why I'm saying, like, you're going to be experiencing a lot of changes here. So I think, but the first change is, of course, making sure that you're good financially. Okay. That's the first promise and change here. But let me get y'all a card from this surrender deck, because I want to see, like, what can you surrender to so that this promise can really fully develop in your life. And we have surrender to success. And this card says here, you are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. I love that for you. This 8 of Wands definitely makes me think about taking a leap of faith. I didn't see the Fool card, but this energy is definitely here. It's like a really new world of possibilities. And with you being in this Knight of Wands energy here as well, it's like, it's very possible. Like, you can handle this. You really can. So you just gotta, don't look back. Just keep moving forward. Even when things are hard, you just gotta keep going and try to, like I said, remain focused on your intentions. Try to remain focused on your intentions, so at least you're developing a sense of emotional regulation and you're not just kind of being pulled one way and then being pulled the other way, because it's easy for you to do that. It's easy for you to do that anyway. So let me get y'all an advice card from the Moonology deck, and then we're going to close up this reading for today. Okay, so we have here surrender to the divine, which is nice. I love this energy because I just feel like you just got to surrender to the divine as far as when it comes down to like divine timing. And even when you look at like divine intervention as well. But there's this aspect of a sudden change coming into your life. And it's not a change that is going to break down everything that you've done before. So this is letting me know that you are actually on the right track. Okay, you are on the right track, and you're only going to continue to keep progressing in the particular industry or field that you're in, or invest or progressing with your businesses, because I see the Nine of Pentacles there, or your hobbies, your creative ventures. It's like you're only going to continue to keep progressing and getting deep into that. Okay, becoming some type of reliable source of information, becoming some type of mentor or teacher, being able to go back and enrich the community with a lot of gems or knowledge that you might, understand. But all of this is coming from practical experience. It's not like some type of knowledge coming from somewhere else that no one can access. Like, this is very practical. Okay. I was saying practionable because I was thinking about actual practical action steps that can be taken. I feel like you're going to be able to give this back to others because you've had to compete. You've had to put yourself out there. You've had to take these risks, just so that you can see that things are changing. So you're doing a good thing. You just got to stick in there and understand that I know you want self-sufficiency, and you want self-sufficiency, but like, not throwing, I guess, I don't want to say that term, not throwing the baby out with the bathwater, but just basically not like thinking that it's all worthless or it's meaningless because you haven't seen what you wanted to see. Just keep going and you will. So on the bottom of the deck, it says, have faith in your dreams. So yeah, keep going, y'all. You got it. I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading right here. I hope it resonated. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Be blessed, fam. All right, my pile two people. If you chose the Radiant Wilds Tarot deck with the citrine crystal, I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading for today. But of course, I would like to say welcome again to all of the new viewers. And I want to give a special welcome back to all of my lovely returning subscribers. I just want to continue to thank y'all for just everything that you do. I look forward to dropping more amazing readings that you all enjoy. And of course, just being able to create more content in the community tab as well. So I just thank y'all so much for your engagement. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and click that button and join the fam today. I've definitely noticed that there is a huge percentage of people that have been tuning in to my videos but have yet to subscribe. So I would just encourage you all to subscribe because it's not really taking nothing from you. It's like, if you know you've been here and you like the videos and you like my readings, then I would just say support in the best ways in which you can, because it got to be an equal energy exchange. But yeah. Also, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box as well, okay? Check out the links in the description box. There's multiple ways in which you can connect with me on social media, or even with the other things that I do, like my press-on nail line. And yeah, there's multiple ways in which you can support this channel as well. So I would just say click around and get nosy, and feel free to support this channel. Feel free to. So let's go ahead and get started. The question is, what promise is still unfolding in your life? I have 4 other oracle decks over here that I'm going to be using for some more information as well. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups. We also have Temperance. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We also have the Page of Wands within the reverse. We have the Emperor. We also have Judgment here as well. Let me get a clarifying card. So we have the Devil in reverse. And also and also the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I needed some information for this. So I was just like, all right, what's going on here? So for you all, I feel like something that has been just an issue for you, or an issue that you have been experiencing, comes down to like your own personal decisions and the choices that you make, and just feeling as though the choices that you're making aren't really getting you closer to what you want out of life, closer to what you would like to experience, or closer to the things that you would like to desire. I feel as though that was the issue for you, is like feeling like, am I making the wrong decisions? Because every decision I'm making, it doesn't seem like it's playing out the way that I want it to. You know, it's kind of like that type of things where you feel like, am I working against myself? Am I making the right decisions? I always feel like I'm choosing right in the moment, but down the line, it seems like I've always made the wrong decision. Like that's something that I'm picking up here as well. I feel like there's a lot of things that you want in life. I feel like you're a very curious individual. I feel like you're always in your imaginative headspace, and there's this dream that you would like to accomplish. But I also feel like sometimes you believe that you don't have what it takes, or that you don't have enough, you don't have enough resources, you don't have enough time, or just you feel as though like maybe the desire, like that actual feeling isn't there, like to accomplish what it is that you really and truly want. I also feel like there's something that you want, and it's so big and it's so grand that actually does require you having to incorporate other people into your life to help support it. And you may not necessarily be in a place where you feel like, do people really want to support what I'm doing? Do people really see what I'm doing? Do people really believe it? 'Cause that's the issue here as well. It seems as though others don't believe what it is that you want to do, or they don't believe the things that you say. It's like that type of energy here as well. And I feel like the struggle for you, a lot of it is trying to make it make sense for other people when you're still having to understand how your choices and actions in the past make sense as far as you right now in the present. You might feel as though you're being overlooked, okay? You might feel as though people are ignoring you. You might feel as though people aren't really paying attention to you, and that's very much could be a part of your current reality. But I just feel like you're trying to do too much. It's like, don't worry too much about trying to convince other people about the plan that you have, and focus more so on, like I said, just convincing yourself at this point in time right now. Convincing yourself and putting in the consistent actions that is going to help you to get to where you need to be. You know, I feel like the choices that you've made in the past are the choices you've made in the past, and it's led you to where you are now. Okay. Hindsight is 2020. So I just feel like give yourself the grace of being able to make choices, regardless of if you think, oh, what is this going to do to my karma? And what is this like, what is this going to do? Like, you don't want to remain in that Seven of Cups energy for too long, to where it's like, and the Seven of Cups isn't here, but that's just what I'm picking up, is like remaining in that energy for so long because you just don't want to make the wrong decision. And it's like you're wasting your time, and you're wasting your efforts, you're wasting your energy on doing that. Just be decisive, make a decision, and go with it. That's just what you have to do, because the more, and I feel like it's important for you to do this because you're supposed to be in a leadership position. Like, you're supposed to be in a position to where others look to you to be the voice of reason, or they look to you because you're disciplined and you're focused and you have created some type of structure here. So in the meantime, don't focus too much on if other people believe what you're saying or not. And you need to harness and focus your energies on building this foundation and creating a plan so that it makes sense. I feel like you all could be at a point in your life where it's like, you need something different, you want something different, but it's like you could be trying to talk about this too much with other people, or you're thinking about this too much. It's like you're thinking about this too much, and you should be in a place to where you're actually acting. You're thinking about it too much. You should be in a place where you're acting You know, the promise on your life, like pushing you into this leadership position, pushing you into creating something that is established, like it just makes me feel like you're going to have people working for you. You know, you're going to be the one pulling the strings. Not trying to say you're a manipulator, but it's like you're going to be the one that's calling the shots. Like you're going to be the one that's directing and telling people what to do. So you need to get into that same energy for yourself. Start with yourself. Don't focus too much on trying to convince other people of what it is. Like you need to focus on presenting yourself as that person that it's like commanding respect as opposed to demanding respect. You know, you spend time on molding and nurturing yourself into that person that people are going to look at like, okay, what does this person have to say? As opposed to feeling bad because right now you may be overlooked. Like just continue to keep focusing on yourself, like character development and even practical action steps that you can take, like public speaking, focusing on your charisma, focusing on your confidence, like focusing on your own particular sense of consistency. I feel like you all are in a healing period of your time right now, like where you just detoxed a lot of negative things out of your life. And so now that you don't have to focus on the struggle, okay, the external struggles and pressures that are from the outside looking in, now that you all have been able to experience some form of transformation internally, it's like now it's time to literally take it to the next level. Now it's time to take it to the next level. I feel like you could be playing stuff safe by just keeping it in your head. It's like stop keeping things in your head and actually start to do, you know, start to do and start to focus, because I feel like this promise comes down to you putting yourself in that action mind state, okay, putting yourself in that frame of mind to where you're executing just for the simple fact of that's just what you want to do, as opposed to thinking about how someone else is going to receive it, okay, or trying to convince someone of what your plan and vision is. It's like just execute it, and I feel like the people will come to support you. I feel like y'all want clout, you want to be noticed, you want to be validated, you want to be admired, and it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like focus on developing yourself as opposed to thinking about external people. Because it's like if you're not developed, it's like why would someone follow you? Why would someone subscribe to you? Why would someone buy what you're selling? Like just focus on developing yourself. I feel like that's what the promise is around. The promise is really surrounded around you having this really big idea, or you conceiving this really big project or this opportunity that will expand to other people as well. Like that other people will come in and support and help you. I feel like there's going to be so many different moving parts. It's just making me think like leader, CEO, like that's just what I'm picking up here. It's like CEO vibes, but right now you could be just be feeling like you're just a worker. Even if you're working a 9 to 5, it's like you could feel like, oh, I'm just a worker, but you just want to be in a position, like a leadership position. It's like that leadership position is there for you. It's available for you. What you want is there for you. You just got to focus on taking the time that you need to actually developing yourself into the person that is able to handle that position, into the person that's able to lead other people, you know, developing yourself into the person that has authority, okay, is a voice of reason. So that's just what I'm picking up here. I feel like your promise is definitely related to some level of maturity that you have to embody, you know, some level of maturity to where you are more organized. Okay. You're no longer delaying yourself. So I understand that you've dealt with some external things here, but now it's time for you to take risks. Like stop being so cautious about things. Stop being afraid about what you might lose. It's like in order to gain something, you might have to lose something. So it's like putting yourself in the frame of mind, like as far as when it comes to like the hangman, is understanding that you do have to surrender and sacrifice something in order to receive something better. Not putting yourself in a position of, okay, I'm still going to sit here and think about it, because, you know, the hangman could be a very inactive card, even though there's a lot kind of going on in the mind. It's like for you all, you've done a lot of thinking. Okay. You've done a lot of imagining. You've been curious about a lot of things. And in quite honesty, it's like there's nothing wrong with being in your imaginative headspace, but you've been in that space for too long. Now it's time for you to do something. Okay, now it's time for you to do something. Now it's time for you to be more flexible, even if this means having to share what you're doing with other people. Don't convince them anymore, but share it with them. Talk to them about the changes that you're making. Stop trying to feel like you have to have someone on board. Like, keep doing you. The people that want to be on board, the people that want to support you are going to come. Okay, they will. They definitely will. Like, you're not going to be alone in this journey. You're not going to be alone in, this thing that you are creating. You're not going to be alone. So you just have to keep going. You have to keep going. Like, especially if you all want supporters, even if you all want to, even if you're looking at it like building a family, or the type of family that you want, the type of relationship that you want. It's like, you've been thinking a lot about this in your head, and now it's time for you to actually put yourself out there so that you can attract and get what it is that you've been thinking about, what you've been daydreaming about, what you all have been imagining. I like this because I feel like you all have just done a great deal of legwork on your own, especially when it comes to your healing. But I feel like you're in a place now to where you are ready for more, or you can open up for more. So you just got to be a little more action based. Okay, stop sitting in your head. You got to be a lot much more action based, because the place in which you're going is going to require you to be action based. So you might as well focus on active manifestation. Start to develop yourself into the type of person that lives the life that you want to live. Okay, the type of person that gets to make certain moves. What I just heard was calling shots. So you all want to be a shot caller. Like, when I look on the bottom of the deck, I see the death card. Yeah, it's like there's a great deal of transformation, and I feel like growing up and maturation that has to happen to you so you can make these moves. I just feel like you're someone who just wants to be like a go-getter in life, where it's just like, everything is really kind of like, for lack of better terms, like at your disposal. Like, it's just limitless opportunities. Like, I get it. I definitely get that. And I'm not mad at it. I just feel like you got to start to put yourself in a position to win. Stop holding yourself back or delaying yourself or not trying to take risks. Like, because that's not the person that you're going to be. Like, that's not the person that you're going to be. So you might as well start today, right? Let me get y'all some information from the Energy Oracle. Yeah, we have all tied up. That's the energy I'm getting. This is like the Eight of Swords, where it's like you're kind of holding yourself back, okay? And the promise is for you to just excel, okay? What I heard was exceedingly and abundantly. It's like, it's for you to excel. It's for you to make moves. Like, you're going to be out here making moves and calling shots. Like, you're going to be having a group of people that are following you, that are supporting you. Like, it really will come together, especially if there's a really big goal that you want to accomplish. It's like, you're going to have that at your disposal. Like, it's there for you, but it all depends on your ability to get out of your own head and to make some moves. Like, you got to make some moves. I don't want to keep repeating. I know some people get mad, like, oh, you be repeating the same stuff, but it's like, if that's the message, that's the message. Like, you should be making moves. So, I like this for you because 2 and 3, it breaks down to 5. It's like you will be experiencing some significant changes. We even had transformation that showed up here as well. And even just the huge jump from, the Page of Cups, Page of Wands in reverse to now you over here, the Emperor. Like, that's a very huge jump. I feel like, just take it in steps. But the first step is getting out of your own way, getting out of your own way. So what is this promise going to bring into your life? I'm using the Sacred Destiny Oracle. We have focus. We have focus. I love this for you. Like, I love this focus energy for you because it's just letting me know that you have a very big goal to accomplish here by even looking at this mountain peak. Like, you have a journey, but at least we can say that you have an uphill, it's an uphill battle, I guess is what I want to say. And I'm picking up like the 10 of Wands type of energy as well, to where it's just like you're by yourself. Yes, it's an uphill challenge. Yes, you're on your way to success and achievement, but it's a lot. You have a lot on your back. Okay, so I love the fact that there are a supportive group of people that is going to come in and help you, especially if you open up yourself to that. Okay, if you're able to balance that, all right, balance your imagination and the things that you want with the practicality of, okay, how can we structure your creative projects or ideas or thoughts? Like, how can we structure these things into so that it makes sense? Okay, what can we do here? So I just feel like you're literally going from being like wasting your time or delaying yourself or being disorganized, especially with that Page of Wands in reverse. It's like you're moving away from that into being a lot much more structured and disciplined. Okay, being able to execute on what is there. So it just makes me feel like you have to use, it's like you're using both those feminine and masculine energies, and you just have to have a fine balance and equilibrium between the both of them, between the creating and the executing. So this is nice. Like, it's definitely going to help you be a lot much more focused, which is, I mean, that's kind of what you need anyway. Like, it's kind of what you need anyway. So here we have the surrender deck, and essentially just what you have to surrender to in order to just keep going with the flow of how this promise is unfolding in your life. I feel like this is a natural progression. Like, that's why I like this reading, because it's just natural. It's not like something outside of yourself that you have to do or to figure out. It's really just fine-tuning what is already going on within you internally. It's like fine-tuning that and continuing on your path. So yeah, let's see. All right, we have surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. So I'm just picking up the energy where it's like y'all just want to get from A to Z so bad, so fast. And like I said, this is a natural progression. So it's like surrender to your soul's path. Like, I think it's meant for you to, because we have this promise here, it's meant for you to be in some position of power, to be in some type of position of authority. Okay, I feel like that's the promise on your life, because it seems like you being in a position of power and authority, it really is going to help you to awaken and understand that, like, okay, like, this is who I always should have been. Like, I feel like when you step into this like position, you won't be like so happy, because you're just gonna understand, like, dang, like, this is who I always should have been. And you will never be hard on yourself ever again in life. Like, I think that's something that you all experience, is like just being so hard on yourself, and like just the decisions that you make. Like, am I making the right decision? Am I doing the right thing? It's like you be so hard on yourself. And I feel like surrender to your soul's path. Like, every decision that you make, even though in the future you might just kick yourself and be like, why did I make that decision? It's like that decision was beneficial to get you to where you are. Okay, so don't feel bad on, don't feel, don't be hard on yourself for what you did in your past. I feel like you are in a place consciously now, especially after listening to this reading, to where it's like a conscious awareness of being like, okay, let me, what is the word? Like, let me recalibrate myself. Okay, let me recalibrate myself. Let me get it back together. So it's just, yeah, it's just like, I want to say this is just like a conscious reminder for you, if anything, but don't feel bad. Everything has happened for a reason. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say when I see this surrender to your soul's path. Everything is happening for a reason. And just for you in general, it's just a reminder, especially coming out under this all tied up card. It's like a reminder to tell you that like you are more than who you believe yourself to be today. You know, I feel like you're gonna, I mean, what I would do is I would take pictures of who I am or who you are right now. Okay. I was just putting myself in your shoes when I said that. It's like, take pictures of yourself or like document your journey, like, or just what your daily life is right now. And I feel like within the next, what I heard was 2 to 3 years, even I heard 5 years, it's like you really look back and just be like, dang, like you really progressed. Like you really progressed. So I don't know. I'm just picking that up like a side by side comparison, who you used to be to the person that you're going to be of tomorrow. I think that that'll be something very good for you. It'll be a good experience for you to look back and be like, wow, everything that I did, every action, every choice that I made wasn't for nothing. It all led up to this. So yeah, I even have here, surrender to your intuition, tune into your inner voice, be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. So, you know, oftentimes it's like that with your intuition. Like your intuition will tell you to do something and you'll just be like, why? Or you'll just be questioning it, like, questioning it. But it's like, you know, just where you are now or where you will be, you'll realize that like, okay, I've just been listening to my intuition. It did actually get me somewhere, or it got me something. It's like, you won't really be questioning like, okay, why? Like, why did I do this? Or, you know, you won't be questioning your decisions anymore. So let me get y'all a Moonology card just for some advice for you to continue to keep moving forward. But I definitely like this about you. Like, I just feel like you gonna be calling the shots. Like, I really feel like you will. And, you know, just be proud of yourself now, okay? Be proud of yourself for where you are. And that's all I can say. Just be proud of yourself. Like, don't kick yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Because if it wasn't for you being who you are today, like, how would you even know how to learn from the mistakes or how to fine-tune things so that you can, of course, become the person of tomorrow? So, you know, just don't be hard on yourself. You just got to get out of your own way. And we also have here a win-win outcome is forecast. So this is good. At least you know you're winning. It came out on top of the Emperor card. Like, if you in that Emperor energy, we also have the Three of Pentacles. You're definitely winning. I feel like y'all want the clout. But in order to get the clout, in order to have the support from other people, you have to focus on the development of yourself first. You know, that's what you got to do. And we also see here, don't let pride get in your way. So yeah, like, it's just one of those things where it's like, you think you might have it all together, and then it's like life happens, and then you realize like, dang, I don't have it as together as I thought. Okay, so it could be good for you to just humble yourself and understand that this is a process that you have to go through. You can't really skip steps, and in order to see the payout, you have to put in some action. You got to put in some work. So, and yeah, instead of thinking like things come easy, and then also instead of trying to convince other people, like, the best way for you to convince other people is to transform yourself. Okay, transform and develop yourself, and then that will be convincing to people. It's like, you can't really tell people nothing nowadays. They want to see the results. So that's just what that is. So it's kind of a waste of time to try to convince other people of what you got going on, or what you're doing, or what you see for yourself, or what you're imagining. It's kind of a waste of time. But I'm going to go ahead and just leave this right here, because I feel like you get the point. I feel like you got it. So I definitely hope you all enjoyed this reading. Definitely make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next one. Be blessed, fam. All right, my pal, 3 people. If you chose the Muse Tarot deck with the Rose Quartz Crystal, then I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading for today. But of course, I would like to say welcome to all of the new viewers. And I want to give a special welcome back to all of my lovely returning subscribers. Just continuing to thank you all for just being so amazing, for just supporting me. And in return, I'm just going to continue to keep showing up, dropping these readings that you all enjoy, and of course being able to support y'all in the best ways in which I can. So thank y'all so much, and of course stay tuned. Also, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and click that button, join the fam today, because I promise that you will love it here. And make sure y'all check out the links in the description box as well. There's so many links there as far as different ways in which you can connect with me, and also different ways in which you can donate to this channel if you would like to. So I would just say check it out. Also make sure to check out the community tab as well, because that's where I'll post like updates and stuff in between readings. But yeah, definitely subscribe, okay? Like I told the other two pals, like I've just seen a high percentage of people that will watch my videos, but they will not necessarily subscribe. So I would definitely encourage you all, like if you know that you like these readings, then subscribe, okay? It's not going to take anything away from you. It's free, I promise. And it is what it is. So let's get started. The question that we are asking Spirit today is, what promise is still unfolding in your life? I have, in addition to the Muse Tarot, I also have 4 of the Oracle decks that I'm going to be using. So let me just go ahead and get started, because you know your girl be long-winded. So let's get into it. We have the Magician. We also have the King of Cups. We also have the King of Pentacles. Okay. 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 I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad. Like, let me get some more information. I'm not mad. Like, we have the Queen of Pentacles. I'm not mad. Like, y'all are very clear. Okay, you're very clear on the type of lifestyle you want. I feel like even the type of partner that you want. Like, I feel like this is very clear. Like, it's very clear what you want, and I'm not mad. That's why I keep telling y'all I'm literally not mad. Like, y'all probably like, what is she talking about? Just give me a second. We also have the Two of Swords. I knew there had to be a challenge somewhere. Let's see. And we also have the Eight of Cups here as well. I want to get something else on the Two of Swords so I can like hash out exactly what the challenge is, or what the challenges have been. We also have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so I think that you're someone who, what I'm picking up is like, I can do good all by myself. Like, you're definitely that person who can do okay. Like, you're doing okay by yourself, okay? You're doing good. Like, as far as like you feeling like you manifest what you want, or you're getting out of, you know, your life experience what it is that you seek to get out of your life experience, I feel like you're doing okay with that. Like, you're very powerful. Like, your personal power is really strong right now at this point in time. Like, there really isn't anything that you can't do, honestly, if you just put behind it like the faith, the belief, and also just with you being very resourceful, is really nothing you can't do. So I really like that aspect about your personality. There's really nothing that you can't do at this point in time. You're just a very powerful manifester. I feel like where the issue is, or where the issue comes down to when it comes with you, is like the issue of deciding like, okay, am I going to continue on this path on my own, doing my own thing because it seems like my life is working this way, or am I going to open up to another person? Okay, open up to another energy. Like, is that what you're gonna do? I feel like you're always in a position of where you are helping someone, you're helping people, you're being there, you're being dependable, you're being reliable, you're being responsible, you're helping people. Like, you're legitimately helping people, like with very practical, tangible things that other people actually truly need. It's like, that's what you're doing. A lot of your life experience is spent, putting yourself out on the line for other people. And I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at that. But I just feel like the promise that's coming to your life is, in the form and energy of another person that is going to be there to support you. Okay. That's going to be there to help you. So I feel like you put a lot of energy out there for other people. You've put a lot of time into making yourself someone that people know they can depend and rely on. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like we need more people like you out in the world. But it's like you at this point in time, like you need that same support in return. That's just what I'm telling you. Like you need that same support in return. I feel like what I heard was hyper independence. I did this because I had to. I did this because I had to. So some of you all could have grown up very fast, or you realized at a young age that you had to put yourself in a position of, I need to have what I need so that I can help someone else. It's just like what I'm picking up is just like someone having a very busy parent, but it's like you still have siblings. So it's like you have to be put in that position to take care and help your siblings, at a very young age. It's not something that you should have done, but you had to do it out of necessity. Or even being a young adult and realizing that like, I have to go in overtime because I have no safety nets. Okay. I don't have support, or I don't have a lifeline that I could tap into. So it's like a lot of your life, I feel like, has been overachieving. Okay. I need to overachieve. I need to make sure I have more than enough. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like, sometimes it could be a fine line of being that supportive person or kind of being a martyr for other people. And I just think at this point in time in your life, it's time for you to receive back everything that you have put out. Okay, now it's time for you to receive this back plus more. Now it's time for you to have an individual in your life that plays a role like how you have been playing that role in other people's lives. Now it's time for you to be supported. Okay, it's time for you to be helped. And I feel like you go back and forth sometimes where it's like, you're doing good on your own, but at the same time, it's like you want that caring, compassionate energy coming to you, like you give it off to other people. Now it's time for it to come back to you. You want someone that's going to ask you like how your day is, or how have you been, or what do you need, or how can I help you? Like, what can I do? Like someone that asks you like, how do you feel? How are you thinking? And it's like, yeah, you could go to a therapist if you want to, like if you, want to talk about your emotions and how you feel. But for you, I feel like you want a partner that you can be able to do this with, that's asking you and checking in on you and making sure that you're good the same ways that you do for other people. Now, there is some conflict here sometimes. I feel like you experience some type of hesitancy. And I just want you to understand that like you deserve it. You do deserve someone to come in and help. You do deserve someone to give to you. So I think there's some issues here as far as when it comes down to your level of receptivity, to you being able to accept things from other people, accept help, accept love, accept support. Like there could be some issues here. So I feel like for you, what I'm picking up is trust issues, like trusting that someone else can do for you when you're already good at doing for yourself, like trusting that someone can do the same things that you would be able to do for yourself, if not even more. Okay. It's like, I don't know, but it's like, I just want to tell you to like, what I heard is like, listen to your heart, or like, just open up your heart. Like it does not necessarily mean that now you got to go be stupid and fall in love and make dumb decisions. But I just feel like it's time for you to open up, because I feel like it's going to be a very cathartic experience for you to experience just being cared for, being loved, being supported by another person. It's going to get you, like, you're going to experience like an emotional release. I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't start crying, okay, as your experience being loved and cared for by someone that has even more means to do it than even what you have, okay, by someone that has a little bit more than you materially, with resources, tangible things, even when it comes down to experience as well. experience. I feel like this energy that's coming in is someone that like is going to be able to meet you exactly where you are. They're going to know, they're going to meet you exactly where you are, and they're going to be so tuned in emotionally that they're going to know what you need because this person knows where you are. So I feel like this could be an individual within the same like field as you, or they do the same things as you. They're interested in the same things you're interested in, or they've gone through certain processes that you have went through, so they understand where you are. It's just a mutual, it's going to be like an understanding, and you're not really going to have to explain or say too much. It's like this person is just going to get it. So I just feel like it's the promise of help. Okay. It's the promise of help. And I feel like it's even coming in the form of like a romantic relationship. It's coming in the form of that, because we have the Ace of Cups here. You know, this is like a new emotional beginning. Okay. So it's coming in the form of that. But I also look at it as it just being such a breakthrough and a release just within your emotionality, within your heart space. Just feeling like you could breathe and things aren't so constricted. Feeling like you can breathe and things just aren't so constricted. So I just feel like you go back and forth with that. It's just like, do I want to incorporate another energy in or no? Like, it kind of puts you in a place of where you just kind of stuck. You can be a little confused about it, confused about how this is going to happen. Like, because I get it. You're the type of person where if something's not for you, you just going to walk away. Like, that's not even it's not up for debate. It's not up for discussion. You're just going to walk away. That's just what I'm picking up here. But, I mean, we had the Ten of Cups here. So I'm just saying, it's like the thing that you want the most is like the thing that you're going to have to be willing to put yourself out there for, or you're going to have to be willing to take the steps toward it. That's just what you're going to have to be willing to do. It's kind of like putting yourself in that full energy where it's just like, look, I don't know what it's going to be. It's unknown. I don't know what this entails, but I'm just going to put myself out there. So the promise I think that's unfolding for you, that's still in your life, is the appearance of a partner, the appearance of an energy that is going to really support you. You know, someone that's going to understand you, someone that's going to be there for you, someone that matches up with you. Like, I just feel like that's the promise that's here, especially if you know that you haven't really been, dealing with too many people. You don't really trust it. Okay. And I feel like that's why the Ace of Cups is there as well. It's like, it's a nice feeling. It's a nice feeling. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's a nice feeling. I feel like you're going to just experience something different when you are adequately loved and adequately cared for, But it's like you've been focusing a lot of energy on yourself. It's a very individualized energy when it comes to you. And it's like, even here with the Devil card, I feel like you've just been doing what you can to try to resist going down the wrong paths, or even indulging in toxic things. Things are just not really good for you. So there's been a certain level of resistance that has been going on here, which is not a bad thing. But I do think this is why you could be experiencing this challenge of like confusing energy, where it's like, who is it? Like, is this even what I want to do? Like, it's just a hesitant feeling here, but then we also have the Lovers here as well. So, I mean, I like this for you. It lets me know that this is the promise of just like a more healthy, compatible relationship, and one that is leaning more so on, the proper balance of giving and taking, which is nice. So there's an era of reciprocity here. It's just, is this something that you want to do or not? That's pretty much what I'm picking up. Is this something that you want to do or not? But the promise is here. It's just up to you deciding that you're going to take steps towards it and being okay, like opening up to receiving help. Because I get it. You've done a lot. You good. You can take care of yourself. It is what it is. But we can't sit here and act like it may not be challenging over here with the Six of Swords. Okay? Like, yes, you could do everything you could do on your own, but it may be a bit challenging to continuously do that, or to keep yourself in that space. I love the Six of Swords because it's letting me know that, like, as challenging as you may think it's going to be to open yourself up to someone new, as challenging as you may think, it might be a bit more challenging to remain and stay where you are. Okay, so it actually It's just letting me know that it actually could be a lot much more easier for you to, you know, of course, connect and link up with someone that is going to have like similar goals. You're compatible with that person. Is love there, is balance, is harmony. But even here with the lovers, like, it's a choice. Okay, so it's actually all up to you. It's up to you, of course, when you start dealing with this new individual. Okay, I ain't even get into the individual, the promise that's coming to pass, but your partner that's coming is like such a generous and loving person. Like, this is someone who just really wants to provide. This is someone that is just so gregarious and just nice. Like, they just want to make sure that everyone's good. There's someone who is very emotional and emotionally intelligent. I feel like it's someone that's going to be very romantic, very charming. Like, you're going to feel very safe all around. Like, you're going to feel emotionally safe and also physically safe with this person in your life. So I love that. And then even here with the 10 of Cups, it's like, this is just happiness, harmony. Like, it's just everything. It's the sense of community. Like, everyone's getting their needs met. It's peace. Like, it's bright. It's everything. It's really everything. So just to see the lovers and the 10 of Cups here, the Ace of Cups here, like, you know, you have a good relationship that's here for you. Okay, you have a really good relationship that is here for you. It just comes down to you making the choice. Like, is this what you want to do? You know, it's actually up to you. Is this what you want to do? Like, if this is what you want, this is what you want to do, then I would just say open yourself up to the possibility of someone being there to take care of you. And I get it, because we live in a society to where it's like people are always looking for something out of someone, and you know, people just don't want to feel like they're being taken advantage of. But it's like, you've done so much on your own. You've done so much on your own. It's like, you can't accept less. Okay, like, you actually cannot accept less. So I feel like you're gonna be a-okay. Like, you're gonna be a-okay. And I feel like you're kind of manifesting this individual into your life anyway. You're manifesting this new love, or you know, this promise of an amazing partner. It's like you're manifesting that, you know, like, and it's a possibility for marriage here as well, if that's what you want. Okay, it's a possibility for that here as well. So I'm not really mad at this energy. I'm not really mad. Like, it's a choice. It's like, do you want this or not? Because this promise is here. Like I said, you're doing just fine on your own. You know, you're doing just fine on your own, but it can have its challenges as well. Okay, it can have its challenges as well. And you might be one of those traditional type of people where it's like, well, if I did it before this way, I can do it again this way. Like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You know, one of those type of traditional people where it's like, you know, you stick to whatever works, like I said. But it's like, it seemed like you're entering into a time period where, you know, maybe being on your own is that's not the end all be all for you. There is another option for you as well, which I said could bring you a sense of more ease and peace and balance than you just doing it on your own. But I'm definitely proud of you for just being so tapped in. I'm proud of you for being someone who just has created yourself, and you know, you've taken on responsibility. You've done great things with it, even though it has come from a place of necessity, not like, oh, this is something that I want to do. It's kind of like you had to do it. So I'm proud of you for that. But just even splitting the deck here with the Four of Swords is like, you've done a lot. You've done a lot. Okay, you've done a lot. And just because this individual is coming into your life is not for you to feel like inadequate, like, oh, it's not enough for you. Because some of y'all probably do just want to stay single. But I'm just saying, like, you've done a lot, and now it's time for you to rest. Now it's time for someone else that you may consider to be maybe even more insignificant than you. Because I feel like you all take a great deal of importance, like, you know, self-importance. Like, you see yourself as important. That's why you're even in this position to where you're just accomplishing and doing so much. Like, you feel like there's a place for you in this world. Okay, you feel like you're the main character of your life, in which you are the main character. But like, you got to understand too that it's going to be other people in your life that want to be a part of your story. So I just feel like this individual that's coming into your life, like, they're really going to help put you in a place, in a state of rest where you can just be, you can breathe, you can meditate, you can do what you need to do. Like, so it's probably, and I also see the Nine of Cups here. So it's like, it's not it's like this energy, this promise of this partner coming into your life is not going to take away from what you have already been doing for yourself. It's not going to take away from that. Like, if anything, it's going to give you rest because you've been working a lot. You've been working hard. You've been doing, like, so I'm not mad, but like I say, it's up to y'all. It's up to you. So let's get some information from the energy oracle. Like, let's see. So here we have cornucopia, which is nice. I love the cornucopia card because it just talks a lot about, like, just, you know, abundance and just multiple options and opportunities and just multiple successes. And I definitely love that here. I feel like this is y'all, like you all are already experiencing this within your own life. But when I see cornucopia, it definitely makes me think about like the 10 of Pentacles as well, to where it's like it's a collective thing here as well. And then we have the 10 of Cups. So it's just a big emphasis on family and community that's here. Family and community. So you're doing good on your own, but it's just like, think about you being a Queen of Pentacles matching with this King of Pentacles individual here. It's like you're doing okay by yourself. They're doing great by themselves. You put everything together. It's great all across the board for everyone. So I love that. Like, it's just multiple options and opportunities, and even for you all as well, just with the adjacent possibilities. I feel like it's just letting you know that, like, there's more than one way to experience what you want to experience out of life. And oftentimes I feel like, you know, we'll put everything on ourselves and just be like, well, it's up to me. It's up to me. And it's like, it is up to you. You've done a lot. But I feel like now you've done so much that now it's time for you to, you know, get with somebody else that does a lot too and see what y'all can accomplish together. And I feel like that's not a bad thing, especially if you've been single and dealing with the same type of stuff. But there is an emphasis here on you just putting so much time and attention into what you want to create out of your life. So you're doing good. You know, you're doing well. I don't want y'all to feel like inadequate, like you're not doing enough because this person's about to come through. But I feel like if you're going to be with anybody, you should be with someone that is able to provide. Like, you should be with someone that's able to protect, or someone that's able to develop a sense of intimacy with you and actually want to understand you and accept you. Like, you should have that, you know, if anything, like, so this is the Sacred Destiny Oracle. I know how I started shuffling. This is the Sacred Destiny Oracle. I'm going to ask essentially what you would be experiencing, like, through this promise unfolding. So we also have patience here, which I think is really nice. The Temperance card literally kept popping up. Like, when I tell you, Temperance literally kept popping up. But we have patience here. And I feel like when it comes down to this patience card, I feel like you're that type of person where it's like, I'm not waiting on other people to do stuff. So I like this because at least this will give you a sort of patience and trust in other people being able to meet your needs, you know, to the same degree, if not even better than how you're able to meet your needs. So I think that's nice. So I'm gonna go ahead. When I looked on the bottom of the deck, I also saw fulfillment as well. So it's kind of making me think about the 7 of Pentacles, you know, because the 7 of Pentacles, like, in that card and that energy, is a very patient type of energy as well, but it's all about investments. I think you've done a lot of investment and work on yourself. So actually, the emergence of this person coming into your life, of this energy, is really just a part of your own personal manifestations. Like, this is what you have invested in, you know. So I'm just picking up that it's like you're always imagining the type of person that you want to be with, or you could be one of those people that have those lists of like, okay, this is what I want my ideal partner to have, and this is you know, you could be one of those people and stuff that have those lists. So, you know, it's just, this is your manifestation. This is something that you are calling into your life. It reminds me of that calling in your soulmate card. But anyway, yeah, with patience and fulfillment, this is nice. I feel like you're going to understand that, like, good things really do, good things really do take time. Essentially, good things really do, they take time. I think that's something you've experienced with yourself. And now we just have to extend this to our love life. Like, isn't it so easy to, like, just do so much for yourself, but then it's like when you think about other people and incorporating other people into your life, it just be like, I don't know, like. But let me get y'all a card from the surrender deck just to see like what you can surrender to as this promise is unfolding in your life. The promise of a great connection. Okay, this is the promise of a great connection. All right, surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Yeah, as far as like this surrender defensiveness, I just think is more so about like, I don't know, I feel like maybe I could have like triggered somebody where they're just like, ah, and it's just like, nah, like this is not for you to be triggered. I just feel like it's for you to understand that like, you know, you deserve help as well. And you have to be vulnerable and be able to open up to that, you know, to experiencing that. You know, things don't just have to be so hard. I feel like you deserve to be cared for. You deserve to be supported in the same ways in which you will support other people. You have a lot to, what is it that I'm trying to say? It's like you have a lot to contribute. Okay, you've built yourself up that way. So you deserve someone who is going to contribute as well. Okay, you deserve someone who's going to contribute as well. I think that person is definitely coming in. Okay, because this is the promise. You just got to open yourself up to that. Be okay with it and understand that like at the end of the day, you still got yourself. Okay, you still got yourself. So you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be scared. And pretty much, I'm just going to get y'all an advice card right here. And then I'm going to close up the reading for today. And I hope that you all enjoy this. We have prosperity lies ahead. But something else I wanted to tell y'all as well is like, don't ever be too hesitant to say what it is that you want, you know. And even now, like as this promise is unfolding, it's like, continue to speak up and advocate for like what your wants and needs are, even if you are the person that is typically in the position of meeting other people's wants and needs. Like you got to speak up for yourself as well. But yes, we have prosperity lies ahead, which is amazing. I love that because look, I told you the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, cornucopia, like 10 of Cups. Yeah, 10 of Cups, the Lovers. Like this is a very good holistic relationship. Like it's actually a very good holistic relationship, like even for the long term, because it seemed like you're a long-term person. This other individual coming in is also going to be a very long-term individual as well. So I actually do really love this. And then I also have here the end of a tough cycle approaches. So this, like, it's almost over. It's almost over. Like you're doing great by yourself. I will give you that. I would give you that. But it's also, you also have some challenges over here doing things by yourself as well. Like I know I didn't get into too much of the challenges, but it's just, it's overwhelming responsibility. But yes, we have the end of a tough cycle approaches. So yeah, someone to help pick up the pieces. Okay, help pick up the pieces. And then we also have a new start is coming, even there with the Ace of Cups. Like, so hey, it's up to you. You can make the choice to do whatever you want to do. It's up to you in your life. But I just hope that you all really love this reading. I hope you resonated with it. And I'm gonna just go ahead and leave it right here. Have a good one and see y'all in the next video, fam.